Once upon a time, in a bright and busy American town, there lived a curious little boy named Ethan. Ethan was 7 years old, had messy brown hair, and carried the same little blue backpack everywhere he went. But this wasn't an ordinary backpack. Inside it, Ethan kept something very special. Every morning before school, Ethan would pack his lunch, his books, and one extra thing. A kind thought. Sometimes it was a drawing. Sometimes it was a note that said, "You matter." And sometimes it was just a smile. Ethan believed that kindness was the most important thing you could carry. One day at school, Ethan noticed a new girl sitting alone on the playground. Her name was Lily. She held her lunchbox tightly and stared at the ground while other kids laughed and played. Ethan walked over, sat beside her, and opened his blue backpack. Inside was a small note. He handed it to her. The note said, "Hi, I'm glad you're here." Lily looked up and smiled. That day, they shared lunch, laughs, and became friends. Word about Ethan's blue backpack slowly spread. When a boy fell and scraped his knee, Ethan pulled out a bandage. When a girl felt sad, Ethan gave her a drawing. When someone felt invisible, Ethan made them feel seen. Soon, kids began asking, "What's in your backpack today, Ethan?" Ethan would smile and say, "Something kind." One afternoon, a big storm hit the town. Rain poured down and strong winds howled through the streets. The power went out. Lights were off everywhere. People felt scared and alone. Ethan hugged his backpack tightly. The next morning, he had an idea. He filled his backpack with flashlights, notes, and snacks. Then he went door to door with his parents. He gave neighbors light. He gave them food. And most of all, he gave them hope. Soon, others joined in. Kids brought their own backpacks. Families helped families. The town came together. And for the first time, people didn't talk about the storm. They talked about the boy with the little blue backpack. At school the next week, Ethan's teacher asked, "Ethan, why do you do this?" Ethan thought for a moment. Then he said, "Because everyone is carrying something, and sometimes they need help." The teacher smiled. And that day, every child in the class brought a backpack filled with kindness. From that moment on, the town was never the same. Because they learned something important. You don't need superpowers to be a hero. Sometimes, all you need is a little blue backpack and a big, kind heart.